What if I keep waiting and I miss the market? A lot of buyers are asking this question right now because they are starting to see the kind of the market turn in favor of the sellers. So they're like, maybe this is the rock bottom and I should get in. Or the other side is, what if I buy now and then the market tanks in 6 months? Like what's the right answer? The truth is, depends on who you ask. So basically, there is no right answer because nobody can predict the future. But all we can do is kind of, make educated guesses. So depending on who you ask, you are going to get a different answer. There are people who are very bullish about the real estate market and they are very optimistic. So they're like, this is the rock bottom, get in now before it's too late. Then you have people who are a bit more cautious about what's happening, especially in a market like this. I probably fall somewhere in here. And then you have a very small percentage of agents who are just looking to get their next commission check, and they'll do whatever it takes to get the deal done. Luckily for you, this is a very small percentage because a large majority, like there are tons and tons of good agents out there. So a large majority of agents will look out for their client's best interest. So you are probably going to get an answer somewhere in here, maybe a mix of both. But I want to throw that in there because every industry has them. But I don't think you have to worry too much. Now, why are buyers asking this question all of a sudden? Like, what if I keep waiting and I miss the market? Well, because the March stats are starting to come out and they are looking like the market is turning in the favor of the sellers. This is how many percentage of homes sold above asking price every single month. You can see here last at the peak of the market right here, we were up to like 80 to 90% of homes selling above asking. Then they dropped to like 17, 27, 29%. And now they are all the way up to like 28 to 30, 45, 50%. So almost half of homes that are coming up, depending on where you live, are selling above asking. Now, this is up until March 28th. Number of sold homes is also up. This is the top 5 regions I cover: Halton, Peel, Toronto, York, and Durham. Number of homes sold are also up. Now, keep in mind, there's still a few days left in March, so this number will be higher by the end of the month, but they are higher than they were in January and February. Bit of a side note, spring is supposed to be busier than winter, so this is what's considered a bit of a normal market. So keep an eye on that. Like keep that in the back of your mind when you see the stats come out in the next 2-3 months. So more homes are selling and multiple offers are going up. And the problem is there's not enough supply. So this is one of the reasons why you're seeing a bit of a rush in the market. Basically, I think there's a few different reasons. One could be people think this is the bottom and they're jumping back in. Second could be it just could be a spring rush, and then it's going to die down again in the summer. And the third reason, which you can back up with stats, is there's not enough supply. You can see the number of sales are up compared to February, but in terms of supply, active listings, they're not higher than February. They are right around the same. In some cases, they're even lower. Like Oakville, there are lower in terms of number of active listings compared to last month. So active listings are down, sales are up, multiple offers are up, and that's why people are asking this question. Now back to this table, what's the right answer? Should you wait or should you buy now? Depending on who you ask. Let's go over people who are bullish about the market. They are going to back up their claims with a few points. Number one is low supply, and I did show you guys just now. Yes, so this is an actual stat. They are correct. The amount of homes for sale is very, very low compared to the demand. Second one, high immigration. A lot of people are coming in every single year. They need a place to live, and so that is another reason they're saying that the market is going to be bullish forever. Multiple offers are up, and yeah, they are up. I will give them that, and that can be backed up with stats. Inflation is coming down. Yes, it is down compared to a few months ago. In my opinion, I think it's not anywhere close to where they want to be. And then they'll say, look at the MLS data. So they are saying good times are back and it's time to buy. Now, the other side, which is probably where I end up, and I could be 100% wrong. Like I said, nobody can predict the future. This other side will say, well, inflation is still too high, so be careful. Like there is no guarantee that the Bank of Canada won't raise the rates again, or the eight rate hikes they did last year, they have not felt the full impact of those eight rate hikes just yet. So economy could get worse. You could lose your job, or it could many things could happen. Spring is always busy, and that is true. We could back this up with stats. You could go back 100 years. Spring is always the busiest season. And spring rush could just be a bull trap. That is possible as well. And Bank of Canada will eventually have to raise the rates to keep up with the US. I think you guys know Federal Reserve, they are full speed ahead. They keep increasing the rates. And they even mentioned that whatever Canada is doing by pausing the rates could be risky. So eventually Bank of Canada will have to keep up with the US. I think, I mean, I'm not an economist. I could be completely wrong. But I think if they don't, then, then the value of our dollar gets weaker. And then that makes the US dollar a lot more attractive to, foreign investors. And plus, if the dollar is weaker, anything you import is going to cost more. Therefore, it costs more to buy it. And then you're fighting inflation all over again. So it's a tough decision to make for Bank of Canada, which way they should go. And people can't qualify at these rates. If you factor in the stress test, people need to be making like $150,000, $200,000 a year to qualify. But I don't know how everyone seems to be qualifying at these high rates. And people are going to have a tough time carrying their mortgages. You are starting to see more and more articles come out saying that a lot of people have hit the trigger rates. And then, eventually something's going to crack. Something is going to crack and they're going to have to sell. I hope that never happens. I never want to see somebody lose their house or lose their job. All I ever try to say is like, be careful before you guys make any big decisions. And sometimes people say, oh, well, you're hoping for a crash. That's not the case. So what is the right answer? Like, should you buy now or should you wait? The right answer is only you can answer that for yourself, because everybody is in a different situation in terms of family situation and financial situation, and even your, like risk tolerance. Like, are you the type of person who's, okay, I'll roll the dice, see what happens in 6 months? Or would you have just some certainty in your life? Okay, I bought the house now, knowing that it might go down $50,000 in a few months. I don't care because I'm here for 5 years. So only you can answer that for yourself. Talk to a whole bunch of agents, because a lot of agents do look out for their clients' best interest. So you will get a lot of good advice, and some are going to be bullish and some are going to be, the bears, like a bit more cautious. And hopefully things work out, and hopefully you're able to find a place. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.